What's up, Motorheads, and welcome back to Gearbox Pizza. So, Aptera, it's been a little while. How's about an update? Alright, here's the headline. Aptera, the all-American efficiency champion of all things EV, well, they need some more of your money. To the tune of $60 million to get these mini spacecrafts just piping off the assembly line. Alright, for some of you, this might be your first time seeing this crazy thing, so how about a little bit of a recap? Aptera was initially founded all the way back in 2005, and believe it or not, this was not an EV company. Rather, a company set to revolutionize transportation with ultra-efficient gas-powered vehicles. And to be honest, they had a compelling product back then. But then, well, a bunch of D-bag bankers decided to, fleece the public out of trillions of dollars and sent the entire global economy into a basic freefall. Don't worry, they all ended up serving lengthy prison sentences. Oh wait, as it turns out, not only did they avoid any prison, they got bailed out and basically got to keep all the money. Wait, this is the wrong show. Long story short, cash dried up and companies crashed all over the place. In 2011, Aptera folded, only to be raised from the ashes like a glorious flaming phoenix in 2019 with a clean bill of financial health and a can-do attitude. This time, it's gonna work. You see, if you think about it, I'd argue the original version of Aptera was just, well, a little bit ahead of its time. This was always meant to be an EV, but the tech just wasn't there in 2005. Now though, not only is it possible, heck, I'd say it's probable. Alright, so broad strokes, this is a three-wheel two-seater that's mega slippery and efficient and has what's possibly the first actual relevant solar powering tech in the car business. Eventually, they'll have 4 battery options to choose from. Starting from a 25 kilowatt hour battery that'll be good for 250 miles of range, and then a 40 kilowatt hour battery good for 400 miles of range, 60 kilowatt hours for 600 miles of range, and check it, a 100 kilowatt hour battery that's good for, yes, 1,000 miles. And then there's the whole solar panel thing, and because the Aptera is so lightweight and efficient, the solar power here is actually, well, it's a thing. You see, solar panels on cars aren't exactly new, but they generally don't do all that much. I mean, maybe they'll help out with the air conditioning or something similar. Here though, and for what I think is the first time in the mainstream automotive industry, you'll have the potential to never actually have to plug this thing in, like ever. Aptera gives you 4 options as far as solar panel layout goes, and I do find this a little bit odd. And depending on what you choose and in optimal conditions, the solar panels will be able to generate between 16 and 40 miles of range. Why 4 options here? I mean, it does seem a little bit silly. Just make the full 40 mile option standard and streamline production. Less options the better when it comes to manufacturing, right? Anyway, if you live someplace like Phoenix and you drive less than 40 miles a day, then you may actually never have to plug this bad boy in. Like ever. I mean, tell me that's not cool. And then there's charging, which is also going to be very quick. I mean, with the level 1 charger, and that's like a normal outlet, how you charge your iPhone, you're going to get 13 miles of range per charge hour compared to maybe 3 miles per charge hour in a regular EV. But the exciting part is the fast charging. Yeah, check it. 500 plus miles of range per charge hour. That's over 8 miles of range per charge minute. I mean, let that sink in. So with all these features, you sort of have to wonder why a 1,000-mile battery option even exists. I mean, the 400-mile option should surely be as much as just about anybody needs in almost every circumstance, right? Generally, I think Aptera agrees. You see, there are a lot of options available, but if you want yours sooner than later, you'll have to conform to their launch edition options, which include the 400-mile range battery, silver is the color, the full solar panel 40 miles per day package with front-wheel drive, rather than that much quicker rear-wheel drive system. And all this for a whisker over $30,000. Okay, so it's cool. Kinda hard not to like this thing, but where are we at? Is production gonna happen? How's their money situation going? Look, as we all know, man is it rough to bring an EV to market, but I think Aptera is probably gonna make it. So what's happening? Well, Aptera has primarily utilized crowdfunding to finance its development. In February 2024, they completed an accelerator program raising over $33 million to fund initial production phases. And by November 2024, Aptera has raised over $135 million from more than 17,000 investors, marking one of the most successful crowdfunding campaigns in history. However, developing an EV from scratch is just so mega capital intensive. Aptera recently reopened its crowdfunding campaign to raise an additional $60 million needed to finalize development and commence production. Investments start at $1,000, which each share priced at $14.80. The company plans to begin production next year, aiming for an initial run of about 7,000 units, and this timeline does depend on securing the necessary funds, however. Personally, well, I kind of like their odds. I mean, it's super unique, it's mega efficient, and the price is pretty solid. They've been at this for a while. They've got a pretty devoted fan base and have shown the ability to raise money to this point, and I'm excited about this. And who knows, maybe I'll be a customer at some point. I mean, who knows? What do you fellas think? Should this thing be on your list?